Hey guys, it's time for me to practice English again. Today I just saw a video on YouTube. The name of the video is called Why Chinese People Cannot Speak English Authentically. I think that video is quite interesting because it raises up some issues that when Mandarin speakers learn Chinese, they they speak in a funny way, and sometimes they speak with funny accents. But I think that video was more appropriate for um, people from China and not for people from Taiwan. And although Chinese people and Taiwanese people, we both speak Mandarin, but um, the accents we have when we're speaking English is quite different. So I think maybe I can try to uh, help Taiwanese people and also help myself to be more aware of our accents when trying to learn when trying to speak English. But before this, the thing that I really want to talk about is that I don't think having an accent is a bad thing. Actually, sometimes it's a skill. When you know how to flexibly transform yourself between different accents, it's actually an essential survival skills because sometimes you're working with people of very different of diverse nationalities, and your universal communication tool is English, but maybe you're not a native English speaker and he's not a native English speaker and she is not an English native speaker either, and but you all have to speak in English and you all have your own accents, you all make grammar mistakes, and so even though you learn to speak very good English, you sound very similar to a native speakers, but in other people's eyes, you're still not an American, not a Canadian, not an Australian, not a British. You are an Asian girl. You are a Taiwanese. Whoever you are not a native English speaker. So they when they hear something you've just said and they don't understand it, they simply assume that it's your mistake. Okay, so I'm going to give you a, an example. Something that has just happened today. Today, when I was talking with my coworker, another coworker, not Betty, another coworker, Amy, also a fake name, okay. When I was talking to Amy, and Amy was trying to tell me that a specific shop is the first shop ever in our area. So she was using a word that I really didn't understand. Like I forgot I forgot exactly what she pronounced it. It was like, sorry, because my mind is full of the correct pronunciation of that word, so now I really can't remember what the wrong pronunciation was. I apologize for that, but the word she was trying to say is pioneer, and she spoke it in such a wrong way that it's entirely not pioneer. It's not. No. And when I asked Amy back, I asked, "Oh, you mean pioneer?" And she was like, "No, it's pioneer or something like. I really forgot. It's pioneer. No. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, because I'm not the kind of person who thinks involving myself into an argument, whether it's pioneer or pioneer, is a very efficient way to get along with your coworker. So I just changed into another subject. But I raised this example here is to let you know that sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes you speak the word in perfectly correct pronunciation, but people don't understand and they see your face, they assume it's your fault. That happens. So don't feel bad about that. And it's not a big deal. You just pretend to be that you pretend to be you suck at English. That's how I deal with it, because it happens a lot and you can't correct your coworker every time. They have such confidence in themselves, and they like, for example, I'll tell you one thing. That's so funny. Sorry about that. Once I come to work as usual, and Amy just said, "Gone, Lula, gone, gone," and I was like, "What's that? What did she say?" And she showed me, "Gone, Lula, gone," and okay, so our ruler is gone, ruler, okay, so. But it's rude to correct other people's accents every time, right? And so most of the time I just pretend that I'm the one who was wrong. Okay, but that's not the point. Today the point of this video is to help Taiwanese people to be more aware of the mistakes we make when we speak English. And don't get me wrong, I make mistakes too. I make a lot of mistakes. I constantly correct myself when speaking English. So there's nothing to it. Don't think of it as a big deal. We're just having fun and trying to help each other, right? And I really think the YouTube video that I mentioned at the beginning of my talking to you, which being why Chinese people cannot speak English authentically, that video is fun and it's worth your while to check it out. Okay, so because I don't have much material on my hand, so I'll just use some random sentences to show you how Taiwanese people usually speak English in a very funny and unique way. We can first start from the alphabets. So tell me, can you speak the 26 English alphabets from A to Z? Can you do that? And because of the special feature of Mandarin language, when we speak A, B, C, D, we naturally speak A, B, C, D. It's flat. And it happens so natural if no one particularly point to our pronunciation mistakes we might never find out, because it's very hard for us to be aware of the nuance lies in A, B, C, D, and A, B, C, D, because that's the natural way we speak. And E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. We usually speak A, B, C, D, E, F, E, F, E, F, E, F. Yeah, we speak F as F, and G as G. Okay, and H as H. G, H. I is I. That's not a big problem. I. J as J. J. It's not J. We speak J. And K. We speak K. The common thing we normally lack of is the E sound at the end of each alphabet, like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and we speak A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So you get the point, right? That's the natural way we speak. And okay, so I'm going to demonstrate some sentences, and this is for just trying to help. Yep. And also I'm making this video to help myself to be more aware of the pronunciation mistakes that I made frequently in my daily conversations, and that's no big deal. And it does not mean we are inferior to anyone with an authentic accent. Let's be very clear about that. We are not inferior. We are just lack of ways to speak authentic English. That's all. And we can work on that. We can solve that. It's not a big problem. So let's get started. Let's get to it. Okay? Okay. So I'm just picking random sentences like there's a famous proverb. It goes as, there's no such thing as a free lunch. And a typical Mandarin accent for Taiwanese students sounds like, there's no such thing as. No, it's not as. Okay, sorry. Sorry. Because I've been aware of my pronunciation for too long, so it's actually very hard for me to embrace the usual Taiwanese way of speaking English. So it's hard. Oh my god. There's okay. There's no such thing as free lunch. Free lunch, like that probably. Okay, I'll just quickly move on to the next sentence. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. A Mandarin accent sounds like. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So, like beholder, and we pronounce that, and Taiwanese people pronounce beholder, beholder. So it's different, but my advice is that you have to pay more attention to hold and der beholder, beholder, beholder. I'm not pronouncing it perfectly, but I'm just giving you some tips that is, excuse me, it's beholder and not beholder. Beholder, no, it's not beholder. It is beholder. Okay. And if you want something done right, you have to do it yourself. It's so common that I hear Taiwanese people say do it. They say do it. They say do it. Or no, they say do it. No. What do they say? Anyway, they sound like do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, the it, do it, do it, it, do it. They pronounce it as eat, e, instead of it. Okay, do you get the point? Do it, do it, do it. That's the more correct way to pronounce it. Do it, do it. But Taiwanese people usually say do it, do it. E. They say e instead of it. They say e, do it. Okay. And I think it's harder than I thought, because I completely, no, it's not completely, but it's hard for me to catch up those wrong accents again, because I just simply forgot them. Okay, but I would ring a bell whenever a Taiwanese speaks English with our unique accents, and I in my mind I would want to correct him or her, and I would want to tell them that, oh, you're actually you're actually pronounce the word in a wrong way. You're not paying attention to the consonants. You're not paying attention to the consonants, and you're not paying attention to the vowels either, and you're not paying attention to the intonation and ups and downs and the natural flow and rhythm of English conversations. So if you can send me a video of you speaking English, and I can try if I can give you some tips or suggestions if you want me to do that. Okay, so that's all for today. Bye.